Morning everyone. I want to record a video as I'm pretty pissed this morning. So a few weeks ago I did a beautiful interview with my friend Dr. Mark Cohen on how to survive and thrive in the pandemic age, and basically how to hack yourself, how to protect yourself in the eventuality that you get exposed to the virus, how to deal with the virus once you get exposed. And it's not about conspiracy theory, it's not about the origin of the virus, nothing like that. And I put it on a page, and then I tried to do some Facebook ads. And I hired someone who specialized in that. And what happened is our campaigns worked really well. And all of a sudden, despite having a budget for it, the ad leading people to watch this really powerful, interesting video was not shown to people anymore. And there is no reason for that. There is no reason for that. There is no explanation for that. But the fact that Facebook decided not to show the ad anymore. That got me to really research what was going on. And to be honest, I bought into the whole isolation thing. I had my kids here. We isolated for 4 weeks, and as a result, I was grumpy, I was feeling tired, I had no energy, I was, not okay. And I decided to stop it all, get out of here. And I feel great. So I want to share with you 5 things that I think we should consider regarding this whole coronavirus story. And I hope that we can open a conversation because right now I feel there is no space for that conversation to happen. That's what worries me the most, I guess. So number 1, value love and replace love every time you feel fear. You know, I always say life begins when fear ends. And these days I say, life begins when fear of coronavirus ends. So what I mean by that is when you are thinking about your parents, about your friends, and you're worried about them, and if you call them and say, hey, you know what, I'm worried about you, you're spreading fear. You're not giving them strength. If someone is saying, oh, I'm afraid for you, you're just making me scared. You're not giving me strength. Whenever I feel scared, I activate parts of my brain that wants to survive. I need to survive. You know, I'm not going to go there again. You all know my talks on sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. So what I'm saying is what we need is to spread love and to let go of fear. Because once you go into fear, you're just doing what the governments want is they want you to surrender your freedom. They want you to just say, hey, you know what, I'm scared, please take care of me. And that's where you're just not able to think properly. You're not able to consciously do the right things because you're not in that state. You have to survive, you have to stay alive. So right now I see tons of my friends online and family says, oh, please, I need the vaccine, and everybody will be rushing for the vaccine as soon as it comes out because you're just scared and you're being fed with so many negative information that are not giving you enough information so that you make the right decision for yourself. You can't think for yourself anymore. So the one thing you can do right now is just replace fear by love every time fear comes into your heart. So just don't think, if you think about your friends and family, send them love, you know, just consciously, but also tell them, hey, you know what, I love you, and that's all I have to say, and I'm not afraid for you. You'll be fine. I trust you. I feel confident you're going to be okay. So you can do that in your meditation. You can do that when you interact with people. Always choose love over fear, and you will see what it does to you. Number 2, we need to replace that mentality of focusing on the illness, but focusing on the wellness. I see nothing on wellness out there. All we hear is stay home, isolate yourself, and good luck. We're not focusing on getting people well. We're just preventing the illness to spread. That's all we're doing, and I don't think actually it's working. So focus on being well and spread wellness practices. Boost your immune system. I'm not going to go there. I've done tons of videos on what you can do, whether it's emotional, physical, supplement, get active, get in the sun, eat well, all these things. There's tons of things you can do and tons of videos you can watch on my channel, other channels, but focus on the wellness. And once you do that, if you take care of yourself, once I'm well, then the world can be well. Yeah, but if I'm not well, then no one can be well around me. That's what we learn from this story. I love that we are one. As Dr. Mark says, if someone sneezes in Wuhan, the world gets sick. I love that. We are one. We get this. Now we are actually experiencing that. So be the one that is actually shifting that. I'm going to be well. As a result, people around me are going to be well. I decide that. I project that. I live that. I breathe that. And I'm going to do everything in my power to be well, taking care of myself. When I do that, all of a sudden, I don't care if I get the virus or not. I'm going to be okay to receive it. I'm going to be able to handle it. The way we're dealing with it is just not going to work. It's just not going to work. Isolation is just not going to work. So that's the second thing. Focus on wellness, not on illness. Number 3, which I think is very important, we shouldn't have to choose between privacy and health. And that's exactly what's going on right now. They tell you either you're going to be well, but then you have to surrender privacy. You have to get, a chip under your skin. We have to, track you, know if you're sick or not, whether you had the vaccine or not. And if you don't do that, you're not going to be able to your freedom will be restricted. That's a line we have to draw in the sand. Says, no, my privacy is not something that I'm going to compromise with. And I should be allowed to do that. And we shouldn't move away from that. We shouldn't have, and I feel we are on the edge. We're about to have massive people say, you know what, fuck it. I let go of my privacy. I know everything about me, know whether I have temperature or not, because this is what's good for the common good. That's a lie, and that's a dangerous one. Number 4, freedom of speech is not negotiable. And we all see that now. Videos are being taken down. Posts are not having reach. You cannot advertise content that is spreading anything around wellness. Why is that? And all those videos of people, alerting the population on, electromagnetic field and conspiracy theory. I'm not saying I'm buying to it. I'm saying it's okay to talk about it. It's okay to have a different opinion. And that's something that should not be discussed. We should be able to have our opinion. I have to be honoring myself. And I'm okay if people disagree with me. But that's not okay if we don't have that. And finally, there are plenty of studies out there that show that the key to longevity is connection. We cannot be well in a world where we isolate ourselves, where we cut ourselves from everyone else. It doesn't make any sense. What we're doing right now is just gonna create more damage, much more damage than anything else, whether it's mental, cancer, because cancer develops when your body is not well, when your mind is not well, then all of a sudden the body's reacting and creating all this disease, cardiovascular, because we eat shit, we have a terrible lifestyle, we don't get in the sun, we don't get movement. I mean, we want to hug, we want to connect, it's not possible. So I'm sorry, but I don't believe this isolation thing is wise. And I think there are alternative ways of dealing with the pandemic that have proven to work well. So those were my feelings of the morning, and I needed to express them. So yeah, let me know what you think. Peace out.